So from a year ago when you came here not cleared to play for practice to now, you out here and Florida, able to do everything. How nice is it for you to be able to go through a whole camp now?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, it's something, when you're before the injury, it's something you take for granted, and it's just come out here and it becomes almost monotonous, it becomes just the work. But when you kind of get the chance to step aside, unfortunately due to the injury, but when you get to see it from that lens, you definitely appreciate it more. So it's exciting to get out here day one and get going right away.
How did it feel for you in terms of what's your mechanics and what you want to do out there today? Did everything kind of feel back in place for you?
Yeah.
Or still some?
Felt great. It's been a long off season, a lot of hard work put in. So coming out here felt really good. It was a lighter practice, shorter practice, kind of eased back into it, but I felt really good out there.
Carson, in years past, you've had a chance to work out some of the receivers one-on-one in North Dakota. Were you able to do any script with the receivers at all, or is it your?
Yeah, we did all get together this summer. Had a great time. A couple days of throwing, a couple days of hanging out, and it was a really good time.
Was it here or was it?
I was in Texas actually. Yeah, somewhere hot. We needed to adjust to the heat, so it was good.
What's the dimension that Sean Jackson brings to the offense that excites you?
I mean, as everyone knows, the deep ball threat that he is, the way he just takes pressure off really all the other guys, and he'll open up a lot of things underneath, we truly believe. And the thing that I'm excited most about Deshaun isn't just his deep ball ability, is he just threatens defenders in a different way, and he can do some things underneath, he can do some things with the ball after the catch, and so I'm really excited. I've never, played with somebody quite at that speed, so it's exciting to see him out here, and we've been developing a relationship since the spring, and it's off to a good start.
Do you think this is the most complete offense that you've had here so far with all the different elements?
I mean, it's definitely up there. We got a lot of work to do. We recognize the ability of the roster that's put together right now. But that only goes so far. And we got to come out here and come together as a team and really build this team and not a bunch of individuals. And I think we have the ability to do something really special with this group. But it's going to take a lot of hard work.
For you, not just you, but for you and Doug together, how far has that communication come? And how much on the field and kind of the same mindset you guys have when you approach a practice or a game?
It's huge. It's huge. Really, every single season since I've been here, my relationship with Doug has just continually grown. And it's more than just a coach-player relationship. It's really a friendship, and we talk about really anything and everything. And obviously X's and O's and schemes and everything, plenty. But just the way we're kind of very like-minded, within schemes and with systems like that, but also off the field. It's awesome having a guy like that I can grow with from really day one.
How is this year different for you from previous years you've come here?
I mean, obviously last year's different just because I'm out here full speed ahead. But other than that, it's another season. It's the next one, and every season there's expectations. Every season there's pressure. Every season there's all of those things. And so for us, we just try and block all that out and come together as a team. So I don't really think it's really that much different in that regard. A lot of excitement, as there always is, and for me as well. I'm very excited.
It's not more pressure?
Like I said, there's always pressure. Whether it's this much or this much, it doesn't really change the way at least for me, the way I approach it every single day, and just block that out and just keep getting better.
Carson, you didn't think about
you spoke about the benefit of you obviously being able to come and practice full right away. What about guys like Alshon, who you didn't get to him for a while? JP's not coming off that injury. What kind of effect is that going to have, especially the offense?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, having a roster as talented as it is, but also to be healthy right now is huge. Obviously we have some guys still coming off injury, primarily on the defensive side of the ball, but just to have everyone out there again, it's exciting to start from day one and just start building this chemistry and not try and do it in 3 weeks or in 4 weeks, 5 weeks, and just start banking reps now. It's definitely exciting.
Carson, when you look at your wide receivers and maybe tight ends, being back out of pass, the best set of pass catches you've had since you've been here?
Is it the best? I mean, they're extremely talented. They're extremely talented. There's no denying it. You can look at the roster. You can look at the production that they've all had over their careers, whether it's here or elsewhere. So obviously it's extremely talented, and it's going to be my job to just distribute the ball to them and let them make plays.
Carson, how's the dynamic change between you and Dave in getting production?
So with Nate,
Yeah.
I mean, it really hasn't changed. Nate and I have been super close, and really the whole quarterback room ever since I got here has always been close. It didn't matter who was starting, second, third, fourth. It didn't really matter within that dynamic. So him and I have been, close from the day he got here. We're very like-minded on and off the field. So just continuing to build in that relationship has been awesome.
Carson, you said you could play in a game if it were today. You feel ready to take a hit?
I mean, I do feel ready. Obviously, it's day one of training camp, so we got a little time before I'm getting hit. That's why I'm in the red jersey. But I do feel good. I feel strong, and I'm ready to go.
Do you find guys that what's your expectations for how your workload will be managed throughout the course of the summer, so you're where you want to be?
Yeah, I think it'll just be kind of like any other camp. It's one of those things that especially with Coach being a former player, he understands the rigors. He understands how our bodies handle workloads and everything. So I don't think it'll be anything kind of out of the ordinary. I think Coach always does a good job of handling the appropriate amount without pushing guys too much. And so I expect the same thing for me as well as really anybody that's out there getting a lot of reps.
How did the contract done benefit you in any way that it just won't be hanging on your shoulder?
I don't ever really think so, because for me that's not why I play. I don't play for that. I don't come to work every day because of those things. And so I could see from an outsider's perspective it's done. It's kind of in the past, and it is nice that it's behind us. But as far as a day-to-day approach, nothing would have ever changed for me.
What's your mindset on perhaps protecting yourself a little bit better this season, maybe not taking unnecessary hits, etc.?
Yeah, I mean, it's been the same mindset since coming into the league. You're always trying to learn how and when you can, get down, you can slide, throw the ball away, all those things. And that's just part of the game is learning that. And I felt like I've done a good job of that the last few years. And, some of the injuries have been just kind of flukes and just part of the game of football. So I'm always learning. I'm never going to say I got it all figured out. But it's definitely something that you're always going back and watching tape and taking inventory of.
Is there any lingering piece of your injury that you think about day to day when you're out there, or is everything completely rearview mirror?
No, it's rearview mirror, and now it's just be healthy, stay healthy, and just keep continuing to focus on my body before practice, after practice, and just stay healthy ultimately.
You guys have so many weapons out here. Do you find guys already lobbying to you to hey, people, I give you find that yet, or
not yet, and I don't think that'll be an issue because they're all great dudes. I think that's when you have a bunch of me guys. You get that, but I don't think we have those guys. I don't think we have those personalities, and I think at the same time, Coach does a great job of designing game plans, practices to really distribute the ball and spread it around, and I think we will have a luxury of doing that with really anybody that's out there.
And when you look at just how deep this team is, I mean, everyone talks about this team is good enough to go to the Super Bowl. You have that roster right here, but this is where you guys are going to put in the work. You're trying to get better each day.
Yeah.
How do you determine whether or not you guys are like Super Bowl, or just get better each day? How do you divide that up?
Yeah, I mean, it's quite easy. You just take it one day at a time. I know it sounds cliche, but first of all, training camp, it's a grind. It's a grind, and you can't be thinking that far in advance because you're going to miss what's right in front of you, and you're never going to get there. You're going to miss opportunity every single day, and so for us, it's just come out one day at a time and get a little bit better, and not just on the field, but coming together as a team, bonding in the locker room, outside of practice and everything. I think that's really what's going to separate us and take us to the next level.
Is your plan to play the preseason or just week one?
I'm ready to go. So obviously Coach will determine just like he does every season where the starters are playing in preseason and all that stuff. But I feel good and I'm ready to go.
Carson, you got a Super Bowl ring. You have a big contract now. Personally and professionally, what do you find within you that you still want to prove?
Yeah, I mean, every day you're just striving to get better. I've never been, complacent with one win, one championship, one of those, any of that. Obviously, for me, there's a bit of the personal side. I wasn't on that field back in the Super Bowl, so there's that element too. But I'll never be the type that's going to settle. I'm always striving for more, always trying to push myself to be the best. And if I didn't have that mentality, I probably wouldn't even be here today.
Person, does it make it out? You look lean right now. I know you adjusted your diet, but are you in fact leaner or lighter than you've been?
I am just a little bit. I've leaned out and lost just a couple pounds, and I feel really good.
What does it mean to have that response by
it's awesome. You know, a guy like that, obviously out on the field, playmaker, super smart, always trustworthy. You know, both returning the ball and in the backfield, third downs, picking up blitzes, kind of everything. But from a personality standpoint, you know, that guy's as awesome as a human being as there is. You know, awesome family guy, but great teammate, great for the locker room, great for some of those younger running backs at the same time. And so when it was coming close and just being able to talk to him and shoot him a text the last few weeks, I was super excited at the opportunity. When he finally signed, I'm pretty excited to have him for at least one more year.
Let's take 2 more questions.
What was your message to your offensive players or even the huddle out there today? What's your message to the guys this year?
Yeah, it's really the same message that the coach has been saying, that, you know, Kelsey broke us down today. Everyone's got the same type of message. Is it doesn't matter, you know, what kind of talent we have on the roster. You know, that's all nice, you know, and I think, you know, Howie's done an amazing job putting together the pieces to this team, but those things don't win. That's not how you win games. Teams win. Good teams to win. And so to be able to come together and just put that all aside and have that attitude that we were talking about to come out every single day to get better, that's really what it's going to take, and that's kind of the overarching theme from really all the leaders.
Why is it that you wanted to get lighter?
What's
Why
that?
is it that you wanted to get lighter?
I'm not really lighter. I've leaned out. You know, I feel overall healthier, just from nutrition, from workouts, from just the way I approached my off season, and I think it was just something about being healthier as a whole, not just from an injury standpoint, but just living a healthier lifestyle. So that was just kind of a side effect of it, and I'm really not that much lighter, so I feel good. Thank you, guys.